Hey, amazing fans! Welcome to another relaxing moment with VIVA'S stories. Before we dive into the drama, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means the world to us. Now, grab a seat, sit back, relax, and let's journey into the story together. It was supposed to be date night. Naomi Reyes stood in their softly lit kitchen, plating grilled salmon and roasted carrots with an artistic flourish. Candles flickered. Jazz played low on the speaker. She adjusted the napkin ring, out of habit. 8 years. 8 years of building a life with Caleb, her college sweetheart turned husband, turned stranger. When the door finally opened, Caleb didn't offer his usual tired grin. He dropped his keys on the counter like he couldn't wait to be rid of them. Naomi smiled. "Caleb, long day." He looked at her. Really looked at her. But his expression wasn't soft. It was unreadable. "I can't do this anymore," he said flatly. Naomi's hands stopped moving. "What?" "I'm not happy. I haven't been for a while." The room contracted. "Is this about work? We've both been stressed. We can figure it out." "No," he cut her off. "It's not work. It's us." Naomi blinked. The salmon now looked like rubber. Us? Just so predictable. Everything is routines, schedules, meal prep and Pinterest quotes. I need something else. Something alive. Alive. Her voice cracked. "I've met someone," Caleb said. "Her name is Sienna." Silence swelled between them. Naomi's knees buckled, but she gripped the countertop. "She's not what you think. She gets me. She's spontaneous, vibrant. She makes me feel like I still exist. And I don't." Naomi whispered. "You used to," he said. "But somewhere along the way, you disappeared into this domestic script." Tears welled in Naomi's eyes. But she didn't cry. Not yet. Caleb grabbed a duffel bag near the door. He'd packed already. As he walked out, Naomi whispered just loud enough for herself to hear. "You're going to regret this." 3 weeks later, Naomi still hadn't touched the salmon she froze. She lived in oversized sweatshirts and drank lukewarm coffee from mugs that said things like, "Today is a gift." The Wi-Fi in her apartment was the only lifeline. Late-night doom scrolling became a routine, an endless feed of Sienna's curated smiles and sunset yoga poses. Naomi watched her own life from the outside. The pity texts. The avoided phone calls. The Instagram likes that quietly vanished. Then came Zara. Naomi didn't hear the knock. She just heard Zara's voice from the hallway, commanding and familiar. "I know you're in there, Reyes. Either open up or I'm climbing through the damn window like I did in 8th grade." Naomi shuffled over, cracking the door. Zara took one look at her and marched in like a storm. "Jesus, you smell like old coffee and heartbreak. Sit down. We're doing an intervention." Naomi sank into the couch. Zara plopped beside her, opened a tote bag, and pulled out a bottle of Prosecco, a blank journal, and a pen. "You loved him," she said, pouring 2 glasses. "That's real. But now it's time for you to love yourself louder." Naomi sniffed, wiping a tear. "I don't know where to start." Zara opened the journal. "You remember these?" Naomi's lips twitched. "My old sketchbooks." "Exactly. You used to draw outfits like they were breathing. You had dreams, Naomi. Before Kale. Before bills and grocery lists. You talked about owning a brand that didn't just dress women, but healed them. I haven't designed anything in years." "Then it's time," Zara said, handing her the pen. "Let's make a list." Naomi hesitated. Then slowly she wrote. "The comeback plan. Feel everything, but don't drown. Sketch one thing a day. Reclaim your damn spark." And just like that, the first ember lit. Naomi stared at the boot camp flyer like it was written in a different language. Launch Lab, female founders only. 6 weeks. 12 women. 1 chance. Zara shoved her toward the doors. "You said you wanted to build something." Naomi adjusted her oversized blazer, thrifted, and walked into a room full of 20-somethings in sneakers that cost more than her rent. The first week was brutal. Everyone spoke in acronyms. Naomi's confidence cracked daily. One girl, Talia, ran an NFT skincare brand. Another was already on her third pitch deck. She'd return home with notes scribbled like battle wounds. But each day she drew. In quiet moments, Naomi sketched ideas, wrap dresses that hugged without clinging, crop tops that curved with confidence. Each design was named after a woman she'd once known: May, Delilah, Zara. During a group brainstorming session, the facilitator asked, "What problem are you solving?" Naomi stood. "Women like me," she said, "who forgot how to take up space. I want to design clothes that remind them, you're not invisible. You're a force." Silence. Then slow claps. Later that night, Zara texted her. "Fire, you're doing it. Revive is being born." The mixer was at a rooftop bar, intimidating and too glossy. Naomi wore a blazer from her old corporate life over one of her new sketches turned sample, a rust orange jumpsuit called the Phoenix. She was nursing a ginger ale when a voice said, "That jumpsuit's not just bold. It's battle armor, isn't it?" She turned. Eli Ross. Loafers without socks. Charm without arrogance. "I'm Naomi." "I know," he said. "I saw your pitch last week. Revive, right?" Naomi nodded, surprised. "I'm Eli. I fund businesses that make sense and shake systems. You're doing both." They talked for nearly 2 hours, about wellness, burnout, fashion as therapy. "Most brands sell trends," Eli said. "You're selling reclamation." Naomi laughed. "Is that a compliment or investor code?" "Both," he grinned. "Let's talk next week. I believe in what you're building." As he walked away, Zara appeared behind her like a ninja. "Girl, you just made a business connection, or a rom-com intro?" Naomi smiled. "Business first." Zara winked. "We'll see." The Revive site launched on a Sunday at 11:11 a.m. Naomi hit publish with a shaky hand. The first few hours brought 5 orders, from her mom, her aunt, Zara, and 2 names she didn't recognize. Then came the post. A viral tweet from Sienna's account. "Middle-aged women trying to rebrand are my new comedy genre. Sis, you're not 25. Put down the jumpsuits." Skull, skull, skull. It was accompanied by a blurry screenshot of Naomi modeling the Phoenix. Naomi's stomach dropped. Comments poured in, some cruel, some mocking, a few kind. She nearly took the site down. But then, an email notification. From Claire B. Subject: "Thank you. Hi Naomi. I don't know you, but I saw your ad and bought your May dress. I'm 48, recently divorced, and it's the first thing that's made me feel human again. Just, thank you, Claire." Naomi stared at the message, hands shaking. Zara burst into the room holding her phone. "Viv, check this out. Claire reposted your dress. Said it made her feel seen. Now look, orders are rolling in." By midnight, they hit 70 sales. By morning, 120. Naomi sat on the floor, surrounded by packaging tape and fabric samples. She smiled through tears. Revive was real. Naomi hadn't slept in 2 days, but she didn't care. The orders kept flooding in. Zara paced the living room like a campaign manager on espresso. "Okay, we need fulfillment help, inventory support, and maybe a prayer circle." Naomi laughed, eyes on her laptop. "Also maybe a warehouse? You mean your guest bedroom can't fit 200 jumpsuits?" Then came the email from Vox Style, a rising lifestyle podcast for women 35 plus. The subject line: "We love your fire. Want to share it on air?" 3 days later, Naomi sat in front of a microphone, telling her story, how Revive wasn't just clothing. It was post-heartbreak therapy, stitched into fabric. "I thought I was done," she said. "But then I remembered, I'm allowed to begin again. Revive is for every woman who forgot how to glow." The episode went viral. Then came a feature in Embrace, a digital magazine for modern women. The headline? "She rebuilt herself in stretch fabric, and now everyone wants a piece." Naomi's inbox exploded. So did her confidence. Eli called late that night. "You did it." "No," Naomi smiled. "We're doing it." "Ready for the next phase?" he asked. "I was born ready." It was a quiet Thursday night when her phone buzzed. She was folding inventory. Revive had moved into a small studio space downtown. The notification read, "Caleb sent you a message." Her heart paused. Against her better judgment, she opened it. "I've been seeing everything. I miss you. We made a great team. Can we talk?" A wave of disbelief rolled through her. He missed her? Her phone buzzed again. Zara's text. "Tell me you saw that man crawling back like it's a soap opera. Eyes hot beverage." Naomi stared at the screen. She felt nothing. Not anger. Not longing. Just a quiet, beautiful detachment. She tapped out a message and hit send. "You left. I built. There's nothing left to talk about." Then she blocked him. That night, she appeared on the morning table, a national talk show. Naomi sat in a Revive power suit, deep emerald, clean lines. The host leaned in. "What would you say to the woman watching this from rock bottom?" Naomi smiled. "Rock bottom is where you meet the real you. If you're there, look in the mirror. That woman? She's about to rise." The Revive team grew, 5 women, all former clients turned full-time hires. Naomi didn't just want a brand. She wanted a legacy. She partnered with shelters to donate confidence-building wardrobes for job interviews. She launched free styling guides for domestic abuse survivors rebuilding their lives. Then came the invite, keynote speaker, Women's Impact Summit, NYC. Zara screamed when she read the email. "Girl, you're the phoenix of practical power." "Is that a thing?" Naomi laughed. "It is now." At the summit, Naomi walked onto the stage in the Zara blazer, a structured jacket named after her best friend. She took a breath. Revive wasn't born from ambition. It was born from ashes, she said. "Sometimes the world burns you down just to see what you'll do with the match. I chose to build." A standing ovation followed. By the end of the year, Revive crossed 7 figures in revenue. Naomi bought her mother a beach house and funded a program to mentor young girls in fashion entrepreneurship. Her inbox filled with thank you letters from women across the world. Revive was no longer a brand. It was a movement. Eli was waiting for her at the edge of the rooftop after a fundraiser they'd co-hosted. The air smelled like champagne and jasmine. Naomi stood in a gold-wrapped dress named Serena, after a woman who survived breast cancer and modeled for their last campaign. "You've built an empire," Eli said, holding 2 flutes. "No. We've built something that heals people." Eli handed her a small box. Naomi blinked. "Is this what I think?" He opened it. Inside wasn't a diamond ring. It was a key and a business proposal. "For the Revive Foundation," he said. "Let's start a mentoring campus for girls. We'll fund it together. And also," he knelt, smiling, "I want to marry you. Not because you need me, but because you shine so hard, I want to be the mirror beside you." Naomi laughed through tears. "This isn't a rescue," she said. "Nope. It's a partnership." She nodded, heartful. "Yes." The Forbes gala shimmered with chandeliers and designer gowns. Naomi arrived late, as stars should. Paparazzi swarmed. "Naomi, look here." She posed, calm, elegant, grounded. In a custom Revive gown called Liberty, named after the first woman who ever bought from her. Inside, a familiar face stood near the bar. Caleb. He looked older. Tired. Alone. She turned and froze. Naomi walked by, flanked by press and power. He opened his mouth, but no words came. She passed him without a glance. An hour later, a headline trended on Twitter. He left her for someone louder, but she came back with a voice the world couldn't ignore. Naomi sat beside Eli, hand in hand. Her eyes scanned the room, not to seek validation, but to witness her own power. She was no longer too predictable. She was a movement. And Caleb? He was a footnote in her legacy. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for newly created content.